Hey everyone, it's Elsie here, and I've got a couple of cards to share with you today. I actually made these for the Pink Paisley blog last week, but my footage was corrupted, wouldn't work, and now I've got it working again, so here we are. So yeah, since it's Mother's Day tomorrow, I thought I'd upload this quickly before Mother's Day happens for you international people. I don't know why England or the UK are like the only place that celebrate it in like March. Anyway, so yeah, here we are. I am making a couple of cards, two very different cards. One slightly more complicated, one a lot easier. If you want to skip to the kind of easier and quicker card, that I think it's around the 7-minute mark I start making that. So yeah, I won't be offended. I'm paper piecing a teddy bear because I just thought that'd be really cute. I showed you at the beginning a couple of the drawings and the tracings I did of the teddy bear. My original drawing was like giant and he wouldn't have, well, he could have fitted on a card, but it would have been a massive card. So I scanned the drawing into the computer and then resized him so he was smaller, and then printed him out and traced him again. And now I'm just using the tracing paper to trace around all of the little parts of the teddy bear, and yeah, and just placing them all together, trimming them all off. And then I'm using this really pretty pink on pink gingham paper for like the accents, so like his little ears and nose and his paws, things like that. And now I will advise you to avert your eyes if you're terrified of demon looking teddy bears, because oh look, cute little eyes. And then I was like, oh no, maybe he needs bigger eyes because cartoon, and whoa, no. It just made me laugh. It just went from cute to horrendous looking in like about 5 seconds. So yeah, if that doesn't work, just make some smaller eyeballs and just go with your original idea, because that worked out the best. And look at that, oh my god. Oh, it's funny watching this back. It's just like yeah, no, that wouldn't have worked. So yeah, the smaller eyes look best. And so now I'm sticking him on some white cardstock. I always do this with my paper piecing pieces for a couple of reasons. One, mainly it holds all the pieces together and makes it more stable, and also then it's nice to have a border around the piece, I think. And also when I stitch, because I'm obviously going to do some stitching, yeah, it just makes it a lot easier to stitch through. So I decided to add some little patches to him just to make him look even more cutesy. And now I'm getting that gingham paper and making little paw prints, or just paws, I guess. Yeah, and I just added some details on with stencil just so I could sort of visualise where I was going to stitch everything. And yeah, I picked out 2 different types of pink thread, one slightly lighter, one slightly darker, and yeah, just where like kind of like his nose was and his paws, I just went around that in the darker pink thread just to give it a bit more definition, I guess. And yeah, he just looks really cute when he's got the stitching, I think. Just adds to that sort of cutesy teddy bear kiddie kind of vibe, I guess. Yeah, and now I'm making him a little bow for his head, and I decided to go with that really pretty sort of black floral paper. I really like the way it had like the light pink and the dark pink in it. So that it kind of matched really well. And yeah, I also used a white gel pen just to give his eyes a little bit of highlight, because I thought they were looking a bit sort of flat. So yeah, and then I used that clear Love You sticker from the sticker book from Oh My Heart, and that little heart fit perfectly into the heart, and I was very, very excited by that. So I've got my card base out now, and I have a massive like sort of pack of 50 of like 6x6 cards and envelopes just like ready to go. Yeah, it just makes things a bit easier, and I didn't used to have the envelope punch board and things like that, and now I do, so I can easily make my own envelopes, but it's just easy just to grab a kind of blank card base, and yeah, he was the perfect size to fit on this card. So I'm just gluing everything down. I made a little speech bubble because I wanted the kind of title or sentiment on the card to say, "Hey there, Mama Bear." I thought that was cute and it rhymed, and yeah, I just really like the way that looks. So yeah, the speech bubble was too big, and I don't know, because of the colours, I mounted it on some of that paper that's the stripy border thing. What am I saying? Can't remember what number it is. It's the paper with like all the diagonal strips of patterns and colours. I love it. It looks like a quilt. And it looks really cute behind that speech bubble, but it was just too much, I think. So then I ended up like just cutting it off and making the speech bubble a bit smaller so it would fit nicely on the card. And yeah, I really like the way this looked. I wasn't sure what to do beyond the teddy bear thing, but yeah, ended up working out pretty well. As soon as I added my clouds, it just clicked. Oh dear. So yes, and I keep my memory card in my sequin pot because I never lose it, so you know, it works. And yeah, just added a few little butterflies and sequins, and that was done. So this next card, I wanted to keep it a bit more sort of classic, I guess. So the first one is pretty, I don't want to say kiddie, but it's like got that more cutesy vibe, and I guess this is more elegant because it's simple. So what I'm doing is I've kind of traced or drawn a heart and an M, and because they're both symmetrical shapes, I only need to do one M and obviously one heart to kind of spell out the word mum or mom with an O. It's weird for me to say mum with a O. Anyway, yeah, so I thought the heart would be a good sort of substitute for whether you spell mum with a U or an O. Yeah, just the heart makes it look cute. So I'm cutting out the word with my craft knife and ruler and all of that. It's pretty easy to cut out. It's very simple shapes, and yeah, if you have a die cutting machine, use that, but I don't, so yeah, craft knife worked just fine. So I'm going to do some modelling paste over the cardstock just to make it look a bit more special, I guess. So I'm using this stencil from Prima. I think it's called Foliage, and it is my favourite stencil ever, I think. It's just beautiful. I've been wanting it for ages, and I finally found it on Amazon randomly. It hasn't been on Amazon forever. I mean, I've probably been looking at it for like a year now. It's crazy. I finally have it, so yes, I'm very, very happy with the way this looked. And I cut out the words before I did the modelling paste just to make sure the edges were quite crisp, and it was easier to cut out before I had the modelling paste. So I only did kind of like 3/4 of the thing with modelling paste because I was a bit nervous about doing the leftover bit whilst the modelling paste was still wet, so I just let that one side dry and then did the other half, I think, in the morning. And yeah, I did some stitching around the letters just to again give it that cutesy kind of homemade look, because I say in my blog post is basically all about stitching, that stitching is really hard to kind of mass produce, especially on cards. You don't really see that, so by like including a bit of stitching, whether it's machine stitching or hand stitching, it just makes the card look extra special, I think. So I'm really sorry I had like camera troubles towards the end of this card. It's just been a disaster. I need a new camera to film on, but anyway, I just use those chipboard Love You pieces. Those are from the 6x12 chipboard pack, as well as those chipboard copper things and some of the clear copper stickers from the sticker book. And yeah, it's really simple but just really kind of classic, I think. So yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you've got some ideas for some kind of last minute and cute Mother's Day card ideas, and if you're a mum, I hope you have an amazing day. So yeah, I shall see you in my next video. Bye guys.